Welcome to our Tortuga Packable backpack review. In this video, we're gonna break this bag down, talk about the pros, cons, pack into itself. It's super lightweight built, really impressive capacity. It doesn't feel like, And if you're thinking to yourself, what's this? What's in the box? What's in the freaking box?
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Well, in the box are other packable and compressible backpacks, and you're gonna wanna stick around to the end of this review, because if you're not quite feeling this packable backpack, I'll make some alternative recommendations for bags that might better suit your needs. See you in a minute. Let's talk about the gist of the Tortuga Packable backpack. Tortuga is a company that reigns from the United States of America, and they're known for making very functional and weather-resistant, durable travel gear. And this is their most updated version of their packable backpack. Some of its top features being, it's super lightweight built, 2 water bottle pockets, a quick access top pocket, a beefy main compartment, but most importantly, the ability, wait for it, to completely pack into itself. Cool. As of recording, this bag currently comes in one color option, black. It's got 19 liters of volume, which in my opinion is perfect for like a packable day pack. For dimensions, we're looking at, when packed into itself, 7 inches wide, about 6 inches tall. And when, like a phoenix from the ashes, emerging into backpack mode, dimensions are then 18 inches tall, 11 inches wide, and around 5 inches deep. The packable backpack is super lightweight, coming in at 0.6 pounds. This is the bag when it's empty. This is the bag when it's fully packed out and worn on me. For reference, I'm 5'8". This is the bag when it's packed out and worn on our media manager, Margaret, who's 5'2". And don't worry, we're gonna pack out the bag throughout the entire review so you can see exactly what it fits. All Tortuga products are protected by a lifetime warranty against manufacturing defects. And for all that, the bag costs around $80 US. And if at any point in this review you're thinking to yourself like, dude, the way it like packed into itself, that was tight. I want one. And if you're gonna make a purchase or just wanna find out more information, we do ask that you do so using the first link in the description below. Reason being, that link makes sure that you get the best price, and we oftentimes have discount codes. But that link also helps support the Nomads Nation YouTube channel and team, so we can keep making the best bag reviews on the web. Thank you very much. All right, let's talk about the front of the Tortuga Packable backpack. First up, I always talk about aesthetic, but honestly, with like a packable backpack, like, you know, this thing, it's not meant to be sexy. It's just not. It's meant to be functional. But Tortuga's cool. They don't overdo their branding too much. Just that little adorable turtle shell in the front. But let's talk about the fabric, because that's what makes it packable. It's actually utilizing 2 materials. This primary fabric is a 70D ripstop nylon. 70D is a very thin denier, like it's a very light, soft, but durable material. The ripstop literally being like the squares. Let me show you. Get my handy dandy magnifying glass out. So you can see those squares. That's the ripstop of ripstop. As to where if there's a tear in the fabric, the rip stops. You get what I'm saying? They get it, Aaron. And then on the bottom, it utilizes a 70D Robic ripstop, which is just a bit more abrasion resistant, which is good because the bottom of the bag, you know, it's hitting the ground a lot. You don't want the concrete or a random rock or maybe a rogue porcupine. You know, you just don't want anything effing with the bottom of your bag. Then we have this top quick access pocket. Nothing too crazy going on there. There's no pockets within pockets, no key leash, nothing. But this is the pocket where you actually fold it into itself. And you can see to accomplish that, they have a double zipper. So on the top, zipper, but bottom, zipper as well. So then when it goes, you know, the zipper is accessible from either side. For me, this is where I'd put things I want quicker access to while I'm on a day trip at a new location, right? Let's say I'm in Paris for the day, right? I wanna journal, take some notes, wanna keep my nicotine buzz up and keep me off the French cigarettes with my Zyn tin, and I wanna listen to some jams. Zip it on up, rocking and rolling. Let's talk about the middle of the Tortuga Packable backpack. Notice on either side, we have water bottle holders. These are made with a really nice mesh, great elasticity, and you got a little nylon loop at the top, which just makes it easier to open and take your water bottle out, put it back in. Speaking of which, let's see what size water bottles can fit. I got a skinny 22-ounce Earthwell, plenty of room to spare. A mid-size 24-ounce Columbia, easy peasy. Let's see if it can handle the 1-liter insulated Yeti. It definitely can. These water bottle holders are great because they don't eat into the main compartment, and they're just good spots to have, especially in your day trip, right? In Paris, let's say. Let's say you get that little Paris rain, right? You got your jacket on, the rain stops, you wanna take the jacket off, you can just go ahead and shove it in there. Merci, packable day pack. But now let's talk about the actual main compartment. To access, we have 2 YKK zippers. Non-PU coded, this thing is simple. They're not overcomplicating it. And you can see we have pretty decent access. And usually for me with Tortuga bags, I'm always impressed by their capacity. Speaking of which, let's see what it can fit. This is all my hypothetical day in Paris travel stuff. Got a small packing cube, a couple extra clothes, right? In case it rains. Air Tech kit, those at the bottom. It should be noted too, there's no sleeve here, there's no laptop compartment. I do appreciate the choice of a lighter lining here. Just helps to give the bag a little extra highlight effect, which makes it easier to find your stuff. Modern day Aer Tech pouch, throw it into the back. And then here we have something you should be aware of in terms of packable day packs like this is their simplicity is brilliant. It allows it to fold into itself, pack up, lightweight, good to go. But there's kind of a lack of organization. So you can see I got all these smaller things I want to bring on my day trip to Paris. Music, reading glasses, book, compressible tote, adapter, hard drive, and you're just gonna have to kind of throw it in there. This would be a great bag to use with other tech pouches to keep you organized, but really you're just kind of throwing stuff in and hoping to find it later. Zip it on up, and you can see even with all that stuff, the top of this bag, I can fill more. I mean, I think this is a 19 liter, packs like a 22 liter, really impressive capacity. And real fast, if you're watching this and you're thinking to yourself, dude, backpacks are pretty cool. Well, I got news for you, hombre. You might have a fever. Something that's called bag fever. And I'm laughing because I have it too. And it's not just you and me, there's like a whole community of people who have bag fever that we call the carry community. And here at Nomads Nation, our #1 goal is to connect the carry community. And we do that through not just our epic bag reviews, but also through the Nomads Nation newsletter. So if you want to take your bag like investigations to the next level and get like the breaking news updates for the biggest releases and limited edition drops and collabs from the biggest brands to the smallest brands and everything in between, then you're definitely gonna wanna sign up to the Nomads Nation newsletter, which you can do so by finding this globe icon in the description below. I'll be like your investigator in the field, reporting back to you. It's the best way to keep on top of what's happening in this awesome industry. I hope to see you in your inbox. Now, let's talk about the back of the Tortuga Packable backpack. We got a top handle here. It's very thin, basic nylon webbing. It's not meant to be like the most luxurious handle. It's good to carry when you need, and it's good to hook on those bathrooms when you're at the airport or that French cafe. But now let's talk about comfort and packable backpacks, because there's really important pros and cons of the bag like this. The pros, obvious. Saving space, packs into itself, super lightweight, doesn't even need to be stated. But the cons for a backpack like this, in my opinion, can be the comfort. Because to keep it super lightweight, we've got like no structure in this back panel. Structure equals more materials equals more weight. It makes sense with the design. Sometimes when you're wearing a bag like this, like you can just feel the bulkier items kind of intruding upon your back, making a statement. But having said that, I think Tortuga did a pretty good job of mitigating that. We do have a little bit of padding here. It's not a lot, but it will take some of that intrusion on the back away. And the padding itself does have some ventilation. It should be noted too, this is not an ideal laptop bag, but if you had your laptop like double wrapped, or you had it in a really protective sleeve, and you put that sleeve here, you can kind of create sort of a back panel and a little extra back protection. But again, it's not an ideal, like I'm going to a cafe to get work done laptop backpack. Shoulder straps though, pretty good. Really nice material, some decent padding for a packable backpack. Good ventilation, all those holes there will just give you a little extra breathability. We got a couple external lash points, one on each shoulder strap. Great if you want to clip things on externally. Let's say you got your hand sanitizer, right? It's a big thing here in Hong Kong. You're traveling, it makes sense. But I'm not crazy about the material used here. It's like an elastic material, which I feel like if you're hanging something on over long periods of time, that elasticity will die and make these kind of less effective. From there, you can see we have this guy right here, which is in fact a sternum strap. Sternum straps are great. They help redistribute the weight of the bag to your front torso versus keeping it like on your lower back. This sternum strap is in fact removable and relocatable. This hardware is made from Woojin. Woojin the best. It's got this cool clip I've actually never seen before that you attach right there, and to unclip, you just pop on both sides. Bada bing. Bada boom. And I like how Tortuga did this two little things as to where they included these web holders you can see right there on the sternum strap and at the bottom of the shoulder strap. These just help keep the excess dangle in their place, which makes this little guy very happy. And to test out the comfort, I kind of know where this is going, you know, having reviewed a lot of packable backpacks. I will say Tortuga's, as always, more on the comfortable side. Really like the padding. It's not a lot of padding, but it's not a big bag, like so you don't need a lot. And it's meant to be lightweight and breezy, baby. Sternum strap adds to the comfort, and really the only discomfort is just kind of what I said about the nature of packable bags, as to where it's like I can kind of feel like things against my back. It doesn't feel like, you know, it kind of feels like, Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments below if you understand exactly what I said, or if you're like, I have no idea what the hell that means. Overall though, a pretty comfortable, packable backpack. Now let's talk about the overall pros and the cons of the Tortuga Packable backpack. Pro number one, it's lightweight build. Pro number two is the 2 water bottle holders. And pro number 3 is that it folds into itself fairly effectively. But on the flip side, I got some cons. Con number 1 is the main compartment could be brighter. Con number 2 is the lack of tech protection. And con number 3 is the back panel doesn't really provide a lot of protection and or structure, which is understandable in a packable day bag, but we gotta talk about these things. And if at any point you're thinking to yourself, you know what, dude, screw you and your stupid cons. I hate this guy, but I love the bag and I'm gonna buy one. Well, if that's the case, just a reminder, we do ask that you do so using the first link in the description below. Thank you very much. But if you're not quite sold, I got 1, 2, 3 alternative bags that you might be into. Let's talk about them. Alternative number 1 is this guy right here, the Matador Refraction packable backpack. Great option for you if you want to keep those 2 water bottle holders, pretty basic, but you want like a brighter interior, some different color options. This is known as one of the best packable backpacks on the market. I'm a big fan. And to learn why, check the description below and you'll find a link to our full review. My second alternative recommendation is this guy right here, which is the WANDRD Veer 18 liter. Great option for you if you want the compressibility of a packable backpack, but you're enticed by the idea of an inflatable back panel. It's a pretty novel concept and it works kind of effectively, giving you the best of both worlds, the lightweightness, but also a little bit of back protection. It's a very innovative compressible bag, and to learn more about it, check the link in the description below. And my third alternative recommendation is this guy right here, the Aer Go Pack 2. Wonderful compressible backpack. You're not gonna get it to compress as much as these other bags. It's a little bit thicker. The reason being, it gives you a bit more back padding, and it's a great option if you're carrying a laptop because it does have like a semi-padded and designated tech compartment. It's definitely a great middle ground. It's a great packable backpack. I've used it a few times myself. And to learn more about it, just watch this video right here. If you got any questions about any bags, packable or not, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Aaron. This is Nomads Nation, and we'll catch you next time.